everybody. I know we have quite a few new ones, and to let you know, I am Glenda with Shaking Hands Art. That's because I shake badly, but I don't mind this kind either. With Fralins and Friends. And the most important part of that is friends. Because we wouldn't be here for very long if it wasn't for you. So tell your friends, your buddies, and we do make mistakes here, which I did the other day with the Raven. So we're doing some rework, but we're doing it with the right clay.
Our hearts beat to the city.
Yes, he is stripped down. I had to throw the other one away because it was a disaster. We'll just say that. It did not do well in the oven because it was all the soft when it was in there. This stuff is like marshmallow fluff when you're working with it. So most of the times I get by, but the way I did the wings, it didn't like that. So they kind of shrunk or fell. So I'm going to be putting his dress clothes on. I'll call it his dress clothes. This stuff the seams will just disappear pretty much as I mold it. I mean, it's not the same consistency of Play-Doh at all, but when you play with Play-Doh and you make something, you can pretty much cover up any seams you want to or overlaps, and it will. I can press on it and get it to. By the way, if you are from here in the United States, happy 4th of July. Well, happy 4th of July to everybody. I mean, why not celebrate every day? But in this country, the 4th of July is our national holiday celebrating our independence. And that goes back to the Revolutionary War in the 18th century. We claim July 4th, 1776. But it was really, well, that's when we declared our independence to England. They just pretty much sent them a Declaration of Independence, and a bunch of them signed it. So under the English at that time, we were kind of committing treason, but once the independence was gained, then those people who started all of that and worked hard to draw up more and more papers until they finally came up with our Constitution. Now, our Constitution was signed by a lot of people, and so it became pretty much the law of the land. There have been amendments added to it. For me, a happy one is that they gave women the vote. Up until they made that amendment. Women's suffrage had been going on for a long time, which meant women were, it was called the suffragettes, the suffrage movement. I don't want to go very heavy down there though, because that's going to be glued right up against that wood on that base. This is the base that he made. He cut it out of off of a branch of Okay, I have cut the wings out, and I have my trusty adhesive down here, or over here, which I didn't open, at least not all the way. So I'm going to put some of that on here so that it'll stay put. Well, it'll adhere to the Falcon better without me having to work with it too terribly much and misshape that feather or that wing. Alright, I thought I had it recording. I've put the eyes in. I tried doing it like an eyelid thing that I've seen done by pushing the top of this up, but I don't want to do that. It didn't look very good. I'm just going to leave them around, and because I have to paint a gray rim around them. I might even sculpt a little something to go around them but we've got a lot of sculpting to do on this guy. So I'm going to start down here on his beak. That's a cool looking eye there. You can see that when it's around his eye with so we'll do the same on here. You can set his eye in really nice.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It'll look better. But that's just one. That's the way the feathers will look, if you can see that. I guess I need to put kind of a end on it there. But once I get them on there and get them baked, they'll look pretty good. I may have to redo a couple, but for the most part, I think they're going to be okay. But I'll be doing similar to that on the wings. And this bird will have form. I will finish this feathering later on my own time, because this is already long, and then we'll get it baked, and tomorrow we'll start painting him. That shouldn't take near as long. But yeah, tomorrow we'll paint. He's going to be a good looking bird. I'm just determined he is. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm just going to be determined he's a good looking bird. Okay. If you guys want to name him, that's just fine. In the comments, just start putting names down. By the way, they do make a kind of a caw-caw sound. I listen to it. Of course, I can't do it very well, but they do make kind of a caw-caw-caw It's a short, it's not a long one, but it's a short little caw several times in a row. From what I heard on, you can look up sounds on Google. Did you know that? So here he is for now, and hopefully the next time you see him, he's going to be covered in feathers. And baked and ready to paint. He's going to be one good looking bird. Think of names and put names down in the comments, and we'll vote on one. Or else, if there's not a lot of the same, then we'll put them in a hat and draw. That's what we did for one, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it's the ape. The ape and the NDT show, Nathan, something monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon, that was, I think, it. It was so fun. But that's what we drew out of the hat, and so that's what he is. He's Gorilla Monsoon. And I just love when you guys name them. I do. We've had some really cool names. Different names. Unique names. Okay, I love you. Go smile and wave. There's yours. And it really is nice to do that and have it returned. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the candles